Welcome back to GCSE Maths by Dr. M. This is part 2 to a previously uploaded video. If you haven't watched the first video, go back and watch it because the answer from that video is used in this question. Right, the question says ABC is a right angle triangle, K is an integer, find the value of K. Right, so let's look at the information that's given to us and let's look at what we have to deal with. Okay, we have right angle triangle, there is a reason why they tell you that, and we have the length of two of the sides and the length of the other is K, which we need to find. So we need to form an equation in order to be able to solve our unknown. The only equation that could apply here is Pythagoras. And how do we know this? We have a right angle triangle and we have the three lengths, and we can use those three lengths to form an equation to then solve for the unknown, which is K. Right, Pythagoras tells us that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. We're going to use this formula to form an equation. So the most important thing to know with Pythagoras, one, we require a right angle in the triangle, which we have. Two, hypotenuse is our C. The other two, doesn't matter which one you label as A or B, as long as the longest length is labeled as your hypotenuse. So we're going to say a squared plus 3 plus root 5, whole thing in a bracket because that's our B squared, is equal to C squared, which is root 3 plus root 15. Now, if you haven't watched part 1 of these series, go back and watch part 1 because we've already calculated this. And that is 18 plus 6 root 5. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it so you know how to calculate it. Right, then we're looking at k squared, which stays as it is because that's what we're solving. Then we need to expand and simplify this. So I'm just going to do that on the side. We have 3 plus root 5 multiplied by 3 plus root 5. 3 times 3 gives us 9. 3 times root 5 gives us 3 root 5. We got 3 root 5 once again. Right, root 5 times root 5 gives us 5. We got rid of square root. So we've got 9 plus 5 is 14. 3 root 5 plus 3 root 5 is 6 root 5. So that's what we get here. So k squared plus 14 plus 6 root 5 is equal to 18 plus 6 root 5. Now, we've got surds, but it's basically an algebraic equation and we're solving for k. Right? So that means we want to isolate k squared first and then find the value of k. So to do that, we're going to take everything to the other side so we can isolate k squared. So if we subtract 14 from both sides, right, we are left with k squared plus 6 root 5 is equal to 4 plus 6 root 5. Take 6 root 5 to the other side, so subtract 6 root 5 from both sides, and we're left with k squared is equal to 4. We square root that to find a value of k. We square root 4, so k is equal to 2. And that's the value of 2. And is a positive integer,